Intamin has to be one of the most influential roller coaster manufacturers out there right now. They have worked and created many new rides for the Universal resorts. This company can really create everything you can imagine in terms of roller coasters and flat rides. And Intamin is also known for creating record-breaking roller coasters over the whole world. And that's why I've decided to rank all the roller coaster models. And I've also mixed a few of these roller coaster models together from their official webpage. But there are still 25 roller coaster models left for me to rank. So sit back, relax, and let's go straight into this list. Coming in at spot number 25 is the Sax Spin coaster, and I really haven't heard anything good about this roller coaster model. I've heard that Green Lantern was an awful and unpleasant roller coaster, and the Sax Spin at Grönalund is also unpleasant to ride. The roller coaster design for itself looked kind of weird, so maybe the general public would like to ride and then they won't do it again. Moving on at spot number 24, we have the Surf coaster model, and this is where I've combined this model with the Ultra Surf coaster model, and the difference is just that the Ultra Surf is a bit bigger. These roller coaster models looks quite repetitive, but they have spinning seats, so it looks kind of fun. But I really haven't tried one of these roller coasters, but it just looks so mid. Maybe a few airtime pops at the top, but nothing else. At spot number 23, we have the Aquatrax coaster. The problem I have with this roller coaster model is that there's only one roller coaster out there. This weird design has a little cart with 6 riders, and on top of that it can use LSM launches and also a lift hill, but I've heard that the one roller coaster they've made is pretty okay, so I can't say anything else. Moving on, we got the Family Spinning coaster at spot number 22. This roller coaster really looks quite fun, but I can see the ride experience is very dull. But what really makes this ride experience a bit better is the controlled spinning on the trains. And on top of that, the one you can see on the footage also has a LSM launch, so that's also awesome. Moving on, at spot number 21, we have the Intamin water coaster model. In terms of water coasters, these are excellent, but in terms of roller coasters, they're just okay. Yes, these Intamin water coasters are quite big, and they also offer a lot of speed. On top of that, the elevator lift is quite creepy. Moving on, at spot number 20, we have the Thrill version of the spinning coaster, and there's not much to say. We only have one roller coaster located in Denmark to look at. The Tornado roller coaster really has a short layout, but it is very intense. This layout offers sharp and intense turns, including very intense spinning in the trains. Tornado also has a boost mode where you have a launch when you've gone up the lift hill, and then the ride is even crazier. Moving on, at spot number 19, we have the Reverse Freefall coaster. There's not much to these ride models. They offer a decent launch, and then they go up a top hat or something, and then they go backwards again, and then the ride experience is done. Their newest addition is Turbo Track, located at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, and I can see that this has a twisted spike stall which looks awesome, and they also have a little airtime hill during the launch, so that might be better than Superman. Moving on, at spot number 18, we have the Ultra Splash, and this is a completely new model by Intamin, but it looks kinda like the Ultra Surf coaster, but you have a huge splashdown, so you can compare it to the Mack Rides water coasters. On top of that, the layout in the video looks quite thrilling. You have an airtime hump in the middle, and then you also have decent stalls on both sides, giving airtime, of course. Moving on, at spot number 17, we have the Impulse coaster. This coaster model offers sit-down or suspended roller coaster trains, but every Impulse coaster we know are suspended. These coaster models are known for having a quite strong LSM launch, and combined with that, they go up a straight or a twisted spike, so that gives it quite a bit of airtime, but that's it. Then it goes back and forth and back and forth. Moving on, at spot number 16, we have the Vertical LSM coaster. This coaster model offers a short and compact roller coaster design with a strong swing launch, but the only coaster model we've seen from this is Sandy's Blasting Bronco. But this roller coaster layout looks quite punchy and fun, and it also has a turntable so it can go backwards. Moving on, at spot number 15, we have the Mine Train coaster, and this is the closest you get to a traditional family coaster. But then you might ask, why have I placed it so high? That's because these roller coasters are quite dynamic. Have you seen the new Gold Rush located in England? Oh damn. This layout offers switch tracks, dynamic friction wheel launches, and a lot of airtime, so that's why it's placed so high. Moving on, at spot number 14, we have the Multi-Dimension roller coaster. These roller coaster models mostly cater to families, but they still have the wildest range of unique track elements, and they can also combine free spinning and motorized spinning on the trains, and you can also combine launches and a dark ride system for all these roller coasters. You could actually place this roller coaster model higher for its potential, but it's mainly just a family coaster. Moving on, at spot number 13, we have the Suspended Family coaster, and I'm really lucky to have one of these rides at my home park, Djursommerland. This coaster model can surely be described as a more thrilling roller coaster model than the Vekoma suspended coaster. Dragkongen at Djursommerland also offers very intense twists and turns combined with a bit of floater airtime, but it comes with a cost, and that is a bit of rattle. But the rattle adds to the intensity of the ride experience, in my opinion. At spot number 12, we have the Family Launch coaster, and these were formerly known as the Intamin Straddle coaster, but now they are just called Family Launch coaster. I don't know why. And these are the roller coasters where you sit like you're riding a motorbike, and that is so awesome. These roller coaster layouts offers an intense and twisting experience where you can combine wheel launches that can go around 50 miles per hour and beyond. This coaster model is perhaps the best family roller coaster model you can get anywhere in the world. Great speed and intense twists and turns, and you got a great family coaster. Now we move on into the major coaster models. At spot number 11 we have the vertical lift coaster, and this is your typical decent thrill ride layout, but you just combine a vertical lift and maybe a beyond vertical drop on this. Fahrenheit at Hershey Park is the only example we got on this ride model. This roller coaster offers a great drop combined with decent and whippy inversions. The layout on this roller coaster model can be quite whippy and compact because the train is only 3 carts. Now at spot number 10 we have the multi-inversion coaster, and this coaster model is what we know as the 10 inversion coaster, and this roller coaster design offers a decent thrill ride experience. You have many different kind of inversions combined with a few airtime pops here and there, and then at the end you have all these hang time filled hardline rolls. And on the newer roller coasters you have the Intamin lap bar, and that is probably the best restraint in the roller coaster business. And moving on, at spot number 9 we have the suspended coaster, and even though we know B&M dominates this suspended coaster market, we still have some few old Intamin suspended coasters out there, but these old rides are not why it's placed at number 9. In China they have a triple launch suspended coaster that duels with another sit down roller coaster. I've heard many positive things about this roller coaster. It combines whippy inversions and some great airtime combined with Intamin's best lap bars. You got a great coaster, but can it rival some of the best B&M inverted coasters? I don't know, but I really do have so much faith in this roller coaster model in the future. Coming in at spot number 8 we have the Intamin Hot Racer, and that is just Intamin's take on the RMC single rail coaster, and the single rail track is capable of doing some sharp and fast maneuvers. And Intamin also confirms on their official page that this roller coaster model can do multi-launch and also swing launches, and they have already opened 2 promising ride models. Moving on, at spot number 7 we have the vertical launch coaster. Intamin officially states on the webpage that this is the strongest LSM launch you can get, but the only Intamin vertical launch coaster there is in the world is an indoor coaster called the Storm coaster, and I've heard from many that the vertical launch is very punchy and the airtime in this top is crazy. The rest of the Storm coaster's layout is just okay, but it is very restrictive when you go around in a globe. Try to imagine a vertical LSM launch coaster combined with a world-class layout combined with whippy inversions and airtime. Damn, that's what I want. And now we're starting to go into the world-class ride category, and at spot number 6 we have the Ultra coaster, formerly known as the Mega Light roller coaster. This is Intamin's takes on the smaller airtime filled roller coasters, and all of these roller coaster models offers intense positive G's and insane airtime. And I'm so lucky that I have Piraten at my home park in Denmark, and if you sit in the back row and it is warmed up, this is a crazy ride experience. And at spot number 5 we have the Wing coaster. In my opinion, this roller coaster model is just bigger versions of the Ultra coaster combined with wing seats on the trains. And yet again, you can also do a lot with this roller coaster model. You can have swing launches, LSM launches, you can have a cable lift, and you can also have with or without inversions. But unfortunately there isn't a huge market for these winged coasters by Intamin. There's only 3 I know in the world, but I think yet again that's because B&M controls the wing coaster market. They just have a smoother ride experience. Intamin wing coasters are a bit more rough, but their ride layouts are just better. At spot number 4 we have the Intamin wooden coaster, and this is the only roller coaster model placement where I don't really think about the potential it has. And I know these Intamin wooden coasters are really expensive to maintain, but all of the huge wooden roller coasters they made, they are just all world class, man. And I also think that Intamin are the only ones who has the guts to make these huge wooden roller coasters without any problems. Almost every other non-Intamin wooden roller coaster above 150 feet are just crazy rough. Coming in at 3rd place we have the Giga coaster, and this is yet again an area where B&M mostly dominates the Giga coaster market, but the 2 Intamin Giga coasters we know are quite different from each other. Millennium Force really is an iconic and invincible roller coaster from the year 2000, but the ride experience can be questioned compared to the Giga coasters from B&M. But then Intamin's other Giga coaster might be one of the best roller coasters in the world. Intimidator 305, now known as Pamparian, offers one of the most intense and close to the ground ride layouts with intense twists and turns that just whips the body and offers strong positive G-forces. Many people even grey out or black out on this roller coaster. So the Giga coaster model might be a wild pick for spot number 3, but let me know in the comments if you disagree. The 2nd place goes to the Intamin Mega coaster, and this is where Intamin really shines through with new and awesome mega coaster experience, but also classics. Hyperion at Inlandilandia really showcases what Intamin can do with a mega coaster. Hyperion really offers a strong first drop combined with strong flowjector airtime and whippy elements. On top of that, the layout is not just airtime hills, you also have an inversion and different low to the ground elements like wave turns and S-hills. So to conclude, Intamin are very innovative when they have the space to create a mega coaster, but I don't know why they are not so popular anymore. Perhaps it's the price tag. Without any surprises, at spot number 1 we have the LSM launch coaster. This is overall just the best and most popular roller coaster model by Intamin, and this is where Intamin really offers the strongest LSM launch on the market. They can also do single, multi or swing launches forwards and backwards, and they have the most comfortable trains, state-of-the-art trains in the world, man. And after that, most of these LSM launch coasters just offers a crazy layout. And if we really check Intamin's official webpage, you can see how many world-class LSM launch coasters there is around the whole world. Coasters like Maverick, Batman Gotham City Escape and Tiger on the screen are just some of the world-class coasters they make. So that concludes my rankings of every Intamin roller coaster model in this video. Did you agree? Did you disagree with some of them? Let me know in the comments. If you hated this video, did you like this video? And at the end of the day, give me a subscription or like or something. That's your choice. But then I'm gonna say bye bye.